Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Total War Attila, where we finally managed to defeat Attila in the previous session. There were a series of long-running battles along here in which we actually lost one of our legions due to a miscalculation. We also lost the city of Naples in the process. It got burned horribly. But we did manage to isolate and kill Attila with a very, very skillful use of the spy and the hinder army ability. The rest of Attila's army started fleeing because we had quite a few legions out here. And we managed to isolate and destroy him, which was awesome. I'm so happy about that. So Attila has been defeated once. We will need to defeat him again. Although he is where right now? He is way over here. Alright, that's good. So it's going to take him a while to make his way back over this way. And I was kind of hoping he'd be at war with the Sassanids, but he's not. He is at war with Eastern Rome. So Eastern Rome and the... Oh, he's at war with the Grutugians. So these guys might give him a bit of trouble. Attila's at war with a lot more people than I am at this point, which is really nice to see. In fact, the only one that I'm actually really at war with are the British. I'm not even at war with the Jutes or any of the Scandinavians. And then also the Western Roman separatists. And once I take out this last bastion of those sods, then I might actually be in a position to finally end this civil war. But it's going to require quite an investment. There are quite a few armies over here, as you can see. I believe that you were quite badly damaged in previous fighting. You were. And I will need to send some reinforcements. But we do have another army fairly nearby who could be sent to reinforce. And then once Western Rome's been dealt with, I can probably go after Septimania here, retake Vienna, retake Genoa, and then start repopulating Italy. Because, as you can see, Italy has taken a bit of a beating in the conflicts. Rome still stands, just about. I think their garrison has more or less recovered. Yeah, it has. Because Rome was besieged by Attila. That's part of the reason I was able to go after him, so yay. Right. This does look like it was the end of the turn. I'm just going to go through just to double check that I know where all of my agents are. The spy is here. The spy is watching these guys. I think that's fine. The priests are doing their thing. You have just arrived and started deploying. Fleet is over here. We're making food. We're making money. You could probably do with getting some repairs. Nah, you've only lost like one man. You could do with a bunch of upgrades. No, I don't think I want to spend the money on that.
Ready for orders.
The only thing I might be tempted to do is upgrade some of the spearmen, probably in my main fighting armies like these. But money is still a bit short, and food is still a bit short. So we have one super elite army, which is this one, and then we'll have this one as well. I think I am going to upgrade these. Do it. Yeah. Acceptable. Okay, then we still have 1,000. I don't think 1,000 is going to be enough to build anything. Am I still charging high taxes? No, we've actually managed to reduce our tax rate. Oh, that's excellent. So we're back to normal taxation, which means that a lot of the public order is going to be recovering. So I think, touch wood, that we might actually be over the worst of this climate change segment. Though it is still going to get worse than this. There are a couple of provinces still not paying taxes. That would be these four. Lugdunensis, I'm not surprised you have lots and lots of garrisons, and I probably just can't afford it. Actually, I could. And you would pay me almost 2,000 income. That's quite a lot. Italia has no farms, and would not earn me very much money. Same with you. And then Narbonensis. Yeah, so I think I might actually get Lugdunensis to start paying, because this is where one of... Oh no, it's Aquitania where the other gold mine is. And you are paying. You are also costing me food supplies. But you're pretty happy. You're pretty happy. In fact, you're very happy because you have so many garrisons, probably. And we're losing a little bit of food. But we can get those farms upgraded. That's where a lot of my investment's been going into. Vienna in France. Yeah, Vienna is over here for some reason. There must have been a city in this area called Vienna. In fact, wouldn't that be... like Grenoble or something? Lugdunum would be Lyon, I want to say. I'm kind of curious. What city would that be? Oh, mighty Google, bestow upon me the wisdom of a map of France. Let's take a quick look. Zoom out, and then zoom back in. France, Geneva. Grenoble's a little further south. Oh no, that would be roughly in line with Turin. That probably is Grenoble. Valence? I don't know. If anyone wants to do a little more checking than I am doing here, then please do let me know what city that would be. Spy network of Google is not high enough to steal maps. Because if that's Turin, then that might well be Grenoble. Grenoble is probably actually down here. And Lyon. That might actually be Lyon. Don't know what Lugdunum would be. Geneva? Yeah, I think that's Lyon, and I think that's Geneva. Lugdunum is Lyon. Really? Lyon should be like over here. Maybe Valence? Yeah, I think it's probably Vienne. There is a Vienne in France. Oh, okay then. Anyway, in turn. But it is a little bit strange seeing a Vienna not in Austria, but in France. It threw me the first couple of times, and after that I was just like, could be. So much ruin, so many Skaven. Oh wait, wrong game. I'm looking forward to playing a Sartosa in the new update for Warhammer, though. I'm kind of curious to see how they're doing naval conflict. I mean, if they're adding pirate factions, then there's going to be some kind of navy. But I don't know what form. Alright, Hun's turn. What are they doing? I should have tried to get a trade deal with Gratugians before they died. You are not hyped for the Warhammer update. Okay. As in, not at all, don't know why. I'm mostly hyped for it because of Sartosa. I really wanted Sartosa to be playable, and now it is. The update that I still really want is Border Princes. I would love to see something done interesting with the Border Princes.
As long as our strength remains, we would be honored to count you as friends and more.
No, I'm not going to give you... Well... I probably could have, because I'm not going to go to war with Gaul for a while, and if they're going to pay me for it, that would also stop them declaring on me. Oh, here come the Separatists. And now I'm having a famine. Awesome. Right, well, first thing... 6666666. Bad things are about to happen, is what that's telling me. Let's see if there are any fields that I can upgrade. We're already upgrading those two. Galicia, already upgrading. Lugdenis, you can upgrade. Let's get the cattle farms up and running first. And that should solve the food issue. This is winter, so famine in the winter it's not reasonable, but it makes sense.
Ready for orders.
Right, can I have you force march to Visancio?
Any man who drops out is left behind.
We'll leave you in Lugdunum, and then we'll leave you in Visancio. And then next turn, these two should be able to reinforce each other. If necessary.
Commander.
You're not replenishing, but you are. Alright, that should be okay. And I'm still aware that there is a horde over here. A Hunnic group. Okay, do we have any officers to give out? These guys are just not getting influence, and I don't really know why. I really do wonder if it's something to do with him having so much, if it's one of the mods that's just broken. Could try playing without, I guess. Do I think that will happen, considering Border Princes of Warhammer 1? I don't really see why they wouldn't. At this point, it's all adding to Mortal Empires. And they added Norska after 2 was out, I think. Norska's Warhammer 1 and 2.
Ready for orders.
Right.
Your command.
I think that is pretty much all of that done, so yeah, movement. So that third priest, are you actually doing priesty stuff? You are magnificent. Then you're just over here spying on them, that's fine.
Commander.
Ah, you're out in the middle of nowhere. And you are a mini-legion. I'm sending you south here because it looks like Regium is about to get attacked. In fact, you could probably do with protecting Regium. And then you can make it to Tarentum. And then once you are in Tarentum, I can start recruiting. No, not in the docks.
Ships to port.
Lake Palatina. Except I can't. Oh, money, right. And you can also get the Exculatorus, which I'm kind of excited to use, but not just yet.
Command.
You guys are doing your thing. You're sitting over here, improving relations. So are you lot. Alright, do I have any provinces which are imminently going to rise up? Tarraconensis is looking dangerous, but you also have massive garrisons. Caesarea's actually improving. Baetica's still going down. I mean, if I can get rid of that civil war, then Baetica will stop being on uprising. Africa's still having problem again. Alright, so the public order balance is almost there. Aristide. Yes, there is a Vienna in France. An obsolete way of calling it in German is Vienna in Delphina. Means something like Vienna in Dauphin. Fair enough. Also, I'm hyped for Holy Fury. Yeah, Holy Fury sounds amazing. Started as a vanilla legendary Western Roman Empire campaign, left everything except Spain in turn 3. Now into Africa, but sadly Eastern Rome lost to the Sassanids, and the Sassanids are now mega big. Yeah, they're pretty big here, but that's entirely Eastern Rome's fault. Eastern Rome just screwed up big time. How's Eastern Rome doing? Not amazing. I think this is actually their last holdout in Turkey. They're down to 1 province. I'm curious as to see whether they lost Crete. Because I'm going to laugh so hard if they did. Like, Crete is the reason Eastern Rome has done so poorly. '10th of August for Norska, 27th of September for Total War 2. Okay. Huzzah! Ithildrin, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the Maudlings. Thanks very, very much for that support. I appreciate it. No, Cortino is still under siege. Good to know. They did have to add it later for
the new moon and an enemy in the old.
I don't want to give you a defensive alliance.
Can we not help each other openly?
But I will give you that non-aggression. Because that lasts like 10 turns. Alright. So I promised not to attack them. They promised not to attack me. That's all good. Meanwhile, you're taking some attrition. And you're attacking where my fleet is. Haha. Very well. So it is war. Yeah, Norska weren't the best faction. I was a little disappointed with them. Like, if you've seen the Norska playthrough that Pussy and I did, their armies just don't match up. You hate naval battles. Why? I love them. And the entire fleet starts in the map. Excellent. Alright, so I think I'm going to bring artillery ships over here. Oh, I can actually drag formations again. You have no idea how much I miss this in Shogun. Oh, it's glorious. Then you lot, I think I'm just going to leave, like, here. You four can definitely land. And then the archers, I'm going to say, use heavy shot and sit back here. And then the general will land here. So that we can get the defensive bonuses. In fact, you should be landing with the frontliners. Okay. Barricade's going to go there, though they'll probably destroy it with their heavy artillery. You can see the LOD working there. So it starts out really, really rough, and then the graphics get better, and then when you zoom in, they get even better. They added the tree leaves, tree branches. It's one way of making graphics cards have less of a performance issue when things are far away. I've just never seen it quite so obvious in this. Cool. Right, let's just put you back here for a second so I can see exactly what's going on. So we do have the Cornuti Senores, which are great. So we're going to put you at the entrances. Just straight up like that. And here.
Cornuti Senores! Spearmen at the ready!
You would actually go here. And you guys should frankly be able to hold those positions.
Cornuti Senores!
Then I'm going to have the Legio here. Well, actually, no. With the archers and the fact that I'm going to have archer-bound ships, I'm going to have the two Cornuti Senores holding this area.
Yes, Commander!
So your job's just going to be to hold that.
Cornuti Senores! Ready for orders! Orders
So,
understood!
then we're going to have you. Heavy shot here. Explorators I'm going to leave in the base, though I'm going to leave you behind the building so you can't be seen by the artillery. Scout Equites we do want hidden out somewhere. You can in fact hide out here. Then maybe loop around and go and attack their artillery. I could even hide you here. No, they're likely to come through this way. Alright, so that's all of the ground forces deployed. I think I am going to leave one unit of Legio here. And then this one can just hold the back entrance. Right, so you lot need to just land. You lot need to sail up so that you're in range of any fights going on here, but not in range of their artillery. And then you three are going to be outranged by them pretty much the entire time. But I think I might try and sail you around. Well, no, your artillery is like uber accurate. So we're going to position you here and then have you firing in to defend these chaps. And use information. Go. In fact, you're kind of far forwards. You should really be here. You need to land. Yeah, so there are big artilleries going for the towers right now, which is good.
The enemy has been spotted.
Sadly, we have no pikes. Defending cities with a couple of pikemen is so satisfying. Yeah, you're right with that.
Orders understood.
I need to be aware of those guys aiming at my ships. They would take them out pretty quickly.
Legio come at a distance!
Alright, so the naval units are landing. We're not using those because they're wimpy and small. So I basically just want to keep them out of the fight where possible.
Ships awaiting your word!
Maybe slightly.
Set oars! Move out!
Yes. Alright, so you've spat out all of your troops. That's excellent. So let's make sure that the coast is sufficiently guarded. And then we'll have 2 units in reserve. And the boss man, we're going to move.
The tower has been destroyed!
How much ammo did they use up? Fair amount. Still got 7 shots. Explosive artillery could still do a tremendous amount of damage to us.
Melee infantry at your command!
Oh, nope, they're going for the other tower. Okay, that's good. The more of their ammo they waste doing that stuff, the happier I become.
Oars ready! Ready! Ship aye! Ready and waiting! Ships and oars ready! Aye! Ships
Guys are
and
completely
oars
out of
ready! Go! Oars aye! Move out! Blast! A fire has started among the houses! Ready and waiting! Set oars! Oars ready! Ready and waiting! Ships awaiting your word!
Oh, you guys started shooting. That was not quite my intention. Let's go with normal shot. You are not hugely accurate from there. Bring you a bit closer in.
Ships awaiting your word! Fire on them! By your command!
Alright, so their crossbows are shooting at my guys.
Artillery ships reporting!
Should be fine.
Ammunition stocks restored! Oars aye!
Don't shoot, seriously. And they're actually wasting their fire arrows doing that. You still have 5 shots remaining. Alright, so they've basically just abandoned their archers and their curry ballista here.
Have been rallied.
So we're going to do that. Now you may fire into this. Close fire support. I love it. Nice.
The enemy general is fallen.
That's good.
Ready and able.
Fire into that. You've dealt with them. Let's go take out the big guns. Let's make sure you're spread out while you're doing it.
Melee infantry. We await your command. At the double. Ships and oars ready. More ammunition. This ship will continue firing. Melee troops awaiting orders.
So some of my landed troops took a bit of damage, but that's fine.
The enemy are losing ground.
You and you could do some more ammo.
Ready and waiting.
Oh, all of you could.
Forward! Engage!
May as well keep shooting at them.
Commander,
You may as well come in, and then the
firing.
explorators.
Ammunition replenished.
Let's bring you over here. Let's make sure none of this stuff escapes. And what can you shoot? Can you hit them? You could, but not very accurately.
Warriors eager for blood.
Oh, they never managed to destroy the barricades. That's actually kind of
Your
annoying.
victory is moments away.
Alright, let's start chasing.
Guard. At the double. Melee troops waiting. Ships awaiting your word.
And then have you hold your fire.
Scout equites.
Those scout equities might escape. They might also not. This cataphractori I'm pretty sure won't. Well, let's make sure we kill off the onagers. Yeah, I think something must be up with the Twitch notifications, because my viewership today has been appalling compared to usual. Like, lately my average viewership's been 30 odd, 40. It's been about 40, but the stream earlier, average of 12, and today hasn't gone above 20. So there's definitely something going on. Stopped. We killed their general, didn't we? Relatively sure we did. The scout equites are going to be kept very busy here. I'm going to go up in a little bit of speed. Explorators, where are you? Oh, you stopped! No! You guys are meant to be my chasers. A lot of this might be about to escape. Yep, the cavalry are going to be kept very, very busy indeed. Imaginary Exponent, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Right there, Dad. Let's bring you over here because I'm going to need you here quickly. Oh, I'm pissed about these guys. What I'm hoping happens is I can get ahead of these and then force them to run a different direction. Because they don't usually like running towards military units. Like this, in fact. Oh wow, you actually caught something. The Preventors caught the Explorators. Excellent. And they're dead. Yeah, I think we caught everything.